Warren Powell, our dirty little secret, our dirty little secret, Warren Powell.
Thank you, Chairperson Chloe, fellow Toastmasters, honoured guests and judges. Our dirty little secret. There's an epidemic sweeping through the car parks of New Zealand, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight I want to find out what it is. In fact, I'm going to tell you what it is, and in the process I'm going to reveal one of Toastmasters' dirtiest little secrets. Does everybody know what this is? Anybody?
Our car here.
No. At the moment it's a car hanger. It's a coat hanger. But of course, one quick pull and it does indeed become a car aerial. Now, have you noticed that around the car parks of New Zealand there are more and more cars that have one of these stuck into the front fender? Keep thinking about that because I'm going to come back to it very shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, when I started at Toastmasters and I started working through a book, The Competent Communicator's Manual. I've been through the first 7 projects, ladies and gentlemen. When I got to project number 8, I was struck with a deep horror of what I'm going to have to do next. Because it appears that the number 1 incidence of car aerial vandalism is actually caused by project number 8, Get Comfortable with Visual Aids. Now just imagine this. You're about to give a presentation. You've written the speech, you've rehearsed the speech, you've got your best Homer Simpson tie on. You start driving, you get to the venue, you get out of your car, and what do you find? You have forgotten your pocket pointer. You look around, nobody watching, walk up to the nearest car, off goes the car, you'll stuff in your pocket and away you go. Now, this gives me a bit of a quandary. Because I don't really want to dob in an institution that I've started falling in love with. In fact, what I'd like to do, ladies and gentlemen, is help you. What I'd like to do is assist you by pointing out different car aerials are not the same. To the layman, an aerial is an aerial, but that is not actually true. Certain car aerials can make or break your presentation. And what I'm going to try and do tonight is give you a few examples of what kind of car aerial to look for depending on what kind of presentation you're doing. We'll start off with this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is actually from a Mercedes. Now, if I'm giving a presentation on efficiency and productivity and such, I'm going to head towards the nearest Audi, BMW, or Mercedes and snap that bugger right off. And you know why? The reason being is because they're made with such efficiency. They're going to make your presentation nice and snappy. They're going to make your presentation sharp. The other good thing is they make a really good thwacking sound when you whack them against the whiteboard. But the problem is, of course, your thwacking can get a little bit enthusiastic with the German ones. And of course, they're innovative. They're really innovative. Mercedes, in case you didn't know this, Mercedes actually invented the car aerial. They got this sliding body and they put the little knob on top. Cool, eh? Now, if you're giving a presentation to the fashion industry, I'd suggest one of these. This is an Italian car aerial. This one here, as you can see, it's got nice flowing lines. It's really, really sleek and sexy and all that sort of stuff. The only problem with the Italian ones, you've got to put "at" on the end of every sentence. And of course, they're nice and flowing. Now, the only caveat here, ladies and gentlemen, is you've got to take one. You have to take one off an Alfa Romeo, and the reason that is because they're notoriously unreliable and they keep breaking down, and I've never been able to catch a Ferrari or a Lamborghini yet. Now we're getting to the realm which could actually be dangerous. This one, ladies and gentlemen, which actually strangely looks like the Mercedes one, but I assure you it's not. This one is actually a blue-collar aerial. If you're giving a presentation to blue-collar workers or a local car club, there's going to be 2 main camps in the room. There's going to be Ford and there's going to be Holden. Now herein lies the problem, because even though the Holden and the Ford aerial look the same, they aren't. and they can tell the difference. Real enthusiasts can tell the difference. Now the problem is, if you walk in there with the wrong aerial, it can go from anywhere from jeering to a really vicious wedgie. Who actually thinks that this is from a Ford? Hands? For you, everybody with a hand up, I'd suggest going commando. Now, just a safety tip. Now the other thing, if your presentation that you've actually got to give has to be fairly short, what I'd recommend is going for a mini. Because basically you snap it off, it's very, very short, it's to the point and such. Obviously this one isn't a mini one, it's glass. Thank you, Mr. Mercedes. And of course, if you're giving a short presentation to the fashion industry, the Fiat Bambina. So ladies and gentlemen, those are a few of the samples of car aerials for different products, different presentations that you're going to give. Now, I don't know about you, but letting this all off has just taken a weight off my shoulders. And now I think I can go on to Project 9 without any guilt whatsoever. Now I might actually add that obviously to get the props for tonight, I've had to go down the local car park and take some error. So if you do find that your car has actually been vandalised in the meanwhile, I can neither confirm nor deny my involvement. The other thing, of course, ladies and gentlemen, I have a challenge for you, and the challenge is this. The next time you're in a car park and you're walking down and you see some aerials have been snapped off, what I would like you to do is see if you can spot the sign that says Toastmasters meeting here tonight.